a recent study by the Bank of International Standards has shown that what India has achieved in the field of digital transformation, what India has achieved in the last 7-8 years, is equivalent to what any other country would have achieved in 50 years. 50 years. And to my mind, the biggest beneficiary of this digital transformation will be the fact that India will see a lot of women-led development in the days to come. And my belief is that as we put more and more women into industrial leadership, as we put more and more women into financial leadership, and as we put more and more women through this process of financial inclusion, India will see more and more growth. India will see acceleration of growth. And I think this is truly going to be the decade of India, largely because of demographics, largely because we are a very vibrant democracy, and largely because we've pushed for digitization, and largely because we are going to drive our growth through women-led development. So I'm truly delighted to be here, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the leader of Flow, Shubha Maheshwari, for her leadership, for her very dynamic leadership. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the leaders sitting here, Sonal Sharaf, Jayanti Dalmia, and Pinky Reddy, all of them, all very dynamic leaders in their own rights and who've done remarkable work and who are great role models. And we need to have many, many more role models across. There are many Indians who've done, many women Indians who've done remarkable work across the world. They're all in several leadership positions, but we need to create many, many role models within India, and all of them are great role models. And therefore, I take this opportunity to really congratulate and wish Fiki Flo all the best. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners of the Business Leaders Award, many of whom we saw here. All of them have done remarkable work. I also want to congratulate all the women entrepreneurs who are part of VHub, all the women entrepreneurs who've become a part of this great industrial park, so that this great industrial journey led by women has started here. And wish the state, wish Fiki Flo, wish everyone a very, very great future. My heartiest congratulations and all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for throwing light on the digital growth in the country. I would now request our Honorable Minister, KTR Garu, to share his thoughts with us. A big round of applause, please. Our Honorable Minister, KTR Garu, to share.
Good evening. Thank you, Shubhra, for this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me. Normally, these events with respect to women entrepreneurs and women-led enterprises are confined only to one day, that is International Women's Day. But I'm delighted that you actually chose to defy that convention and have actually gathered such a large gathering who I can't really see. But nevertheless, I think fabulous job. I think she deserves a big round of applause, the entire Flow team. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for making sure the AC was toned down as well. Thank you very much for making us feel very comfortable. Thank you, Jayanti ji, for coming all the way. And thank you, Sonali Saraf, for organizing this event. Of course, to our dear friend, Mr. Amitabh Kant, who rarely visits us these days. Sir, आप ज़्यादा आते नहीं हो सर आजकल. आपको ज़्यादा आना चाहिए और ज़्यादा हमें दिल्ली से खुशखबरी लाना चाहिए. ज़्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स हमें देना चाहिए आपको और ज़्यादा पैसा देना चाहिए. थोड़ा ताली बजाइए ताकि वो. Sir, we are a very progressive state. We are a very, very progressive state. We actually have done some truly astonishing things which have not been done by any other state in India in the last 75 years. I'm not here just to gloat about my state and, just to do my fiduciary responsibility, but also just to point out to you and through you to Government of India and other states as well, since you're organizing the G20 summits across the nation this year. I believe that a positive, good message from any performing state in India will really help spread the message and also inspire others. I also see Gareth, the Deputy High Commissioner of UK. I see our Special Chief Secretary Irrigation, Sri Rajat Kumar Garu. My Principal Secretary for Industry and Commerce, Sri Jayesh Anjan Garu. Our Hyderabad Commissioner of Police, Sri C.V. Anand Garu. Murali Krishna Reddy Garu, the President of FICCI as well. I would like to acknowledge and recognize them as well. Sir, I keep calling our state, the state of Telangana, startup state of India. And I keep calling it the most successful startup in independent India. The reason why I say this is because if you look at the performance of the state of Telangana in the last 8.5 years, it is nothing short of stellar. The day we assumed office in the new state on the 2nd of June in 2014, the per capita income of Telangana was 1,24,000 rupees. Today, as we speak, the per capita income of Telangana is 2,78,000 rupees. It's a humongous jump. And the national average, just to put things in perspective for you, the national average is still only 1,49,000 rupees. The GSDP of Telangana was 5 lakh crores in 2014. Today, it is 11.55 lakh crore. So that kind of tells you how well Telangana has evolved over the last 8.5 years. Just if I have to sum up in one line as to how well Telangana has done. If you look at us geographically, we are the 11th largest state. If you look at us population-wise, we are the 12th largest state in India, among the 28 states. But in terms of our contribution to economy and GDP, while we are only 2.5% of India, we contribute to 5% of India's GDP. Literally, we are punching double our weight. It's like a 50-kilo boxer punching in a 100-kilo category. You'd surely know what I mean. The point I'm trying to make is, as a state, as a new state, Telangana has not only done well on a single front, but we are one of those rare states where holistic and integrated development has happened over the last 8.5 years. And it truly shows with the kind of recognitions we keep receiving from Government of India. When Government of India recently announced Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, the best villages among Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, out of the top 20 villages in India, 19 were from Telangana. That goes to show you the stellar work that has been done in the rural development and Panchayati Raj areas and the village development program of Government of Telangana. When Swachh Sarvekshan Awards were announced for urban local bodies, municipalities, Telangana had received 26 awards, second highest for any state in the country. After Maharashtra, Maharashtra is a significantly larger state. They had won 3 more than us, but if you look at it pro rata, I think we have done exceedingly well compared to any other state in India. Not only has Telangana improved its performance in information technology and industry, we have also raised rapidly in agriculture and also environment. Again, to give you a few numbers to take home, our IT exports back in 2014 were 57,000 crores. As of last year, June, it was 1,83,000 crore. And our agriculture, just to again, numbers is what, is what makes the story credible. Back in 2014, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana was 68 lakh metric tons. As of last year's summer, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana is 3.5 crore tons. Agriculture has expanded by more than 119%. Industry has grown rapidly. Most of you are very familiar with TSI Pass. In fact, all the women entrepreneurs here, especially FICCI Flow, when they had approached us and when they had asked us, could we create something together, Telangana government and FICCI Flow, could we do something unique for women entrepreneurs? We readily accepted, myself, Jayesh, Narasimha Reddy, all of us. We jumped at the offer and we said, we will do everything we can to support. And as Shubhra pointed out, we not only have given out the land at a very discounted price, of course, we also have ensured that all the women entrepreneurs have received all the support that they have required to set up their units. But it's just the beginning. In fact, I know the ambition is larger. The appetite is larger. I've been asked many a times that we need to do more and you need more space. In fact, your president, Shubhra, just told me that she herself does not have a unit there and therefore she needs more space. But I do have a request for the women entrepreneurs here. Let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad. Let's start thinking outside of Hyderabad. I know you all live in Hyderabad. We all love Hyderabad. We're all proud Hyderabadis. And I keep saying wherever I go. In fact, my favorite pitch, whenever I meet a new investor, is Hyderabad is neither South India nor North India. It is where the north of India meets the south of India. It is where biryani meets paratha. It is where, you can say even paratha meets dosa. It is where the mangoverse meets metaverse. It is where data sciences meets life sciences. It is the point of confluence of so many things that are brilliant. We have done exceedingly well as a city. In fact, Mercer, an international agency that rates all the cities on livability index, has consistently rated Hyderabad over the last 5 years as the best city among Indian cities on livability index for 5 years in a row, from 2015 until 2020. And since 2020, of course, they've stopped giving out rankings post-COVID. The point I'm trying to make is, while Hyderabad is beautiful, while Hyderabad is in fact Oxford Economics, in the report they've released day before yesterday, have mentioned that Hyderabad and Bangalore are the two cities which are going to pip Tokyo, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and all other Asian cities, and will be the market leaders in the entire continent of Asia. So that is the capability of Hyderabad today. But having said all the nice things about Hyderabad, I think we don't want to end up the Bangalore way. We don't want to see our infrastructure crumbling. In the last 8.5 years, you all know the kind of work that has been done with respect to infrastructure addition and improvements. We have constructed a number of flyovers, a lot of underpasses, a lot of other infrastructure projects, a lot of link roads, and a lot of road maintenance that has happened. But I still see the number of cars and traffic growing more and more, especially after COVID. Therefore, I urge all of you, let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad, because as a state, if you look at us, Hyderabad is so central. Any nook and corner of Telangana is hardly 2.5 to 3 hours away. So when you are planning your next industrial unit, because of the rural livelihood mission of Telangana government, 5 revolutions are going to unfold right in front of you. We are trying to usher in 5 revolutions. One, the green revolution that I just mentioned. Our irrigation special chief secretary is here. We have constructed the world's largest lift irrigation project. You know, we take a lot of pride in quoting what others have done across the world. We talk about 3 gorges and other things. But did you know that the world's largest lift irrigation project is actually in our state, Telangana, and it has been completed in a record time of only 4 years, 48 months flat. It is an engineering marvel. For those of you who have not seen it, I request Shubhra, Sonali and others to actually lead a team of flow delegates to go visit this beautiful project, where we literally lift a river from 60 meters above sea level all the way to 618 meters above sea level through a multi-stage lift irrigation system. It is an engineering marvel that is worth a visit, that is worth spreading the word. More importantly, it not only provides irrigation potential to more than 4.5 million acres, 45 lakh acres, it also provides drinking water to the city of Hyderabad. In fact, Hyderabad's drinking water requirements till the year of 2051 are fully met with by our government in the last 4 years. The point I'm trying to make is, with this kind of additional potential that has been created, with this kind of agriculture produce that is coming our way, food processing is a sector that is really going to take off in a big way in Telangana. We have earmarked 10,000 acres of land under the special food processing zone policy of government of Telangana. And I'm sure you all know that 1/3 of these plots will be earmarked for women entrepreneurs. So you're more than happy to reach out to Jayesh Ranjan and my TSIC team. I urge you all to actually start setting up your units in these special food processing zones. The second revolution that is going to unfold right in front of your eyes is a blue revolution. Today I stand here proudly and claim that Government of India has recognized us as the state which is #1 today on inland fisheries. Today, our state has more than 46,000 lakes and tanks which have been rejuvenated, new reservoirs that have been created, offering you immense potential to start exporting aqua, food to other parts of the world. In fact, some large multinational companies are already setting up their factories and their processing units here, and they will be 100% export oriented. Tilapia fish, which is predominantly consumed in the continent of United States, in fact will be shipped out of mid-Maner in my district, Sirsila, and there is a large company called Fishin which is investing nearly 1,000 crores in this one unit alone. So the potential to invest in aquaculture, the potential to do more in this sector is immense. So I urge you all to also start looking at the blue revolution and the fruits of it. The third revolution that is also unfolding is pink revolution. Now, pink revolution is not my party revolution. Pink revolution is the meat processing industry that is prospering because of our focus on livestock development. The number of sheep in Telangana have more than doubled in the last 4 years because of the sheep rearing program our government has undertaken. Now, therefore, there's a huge scope to start exporting meat not only to the Middle East or Southeast Asia, but other parts of the world as well. I urge all of you also to start looking at the meat processing industry. Those of you who are vegetarian, you can still indulge in that business, by the way. The fourth revolution that I want to point out to you is the white revolution, the dairy revolution. Because of number of initiatives, including an incentive of ₹4 per litre to actually deliver milk to the state-owned Vijaya dairy, the milk production has also gone up in a big way in Telangana. So those of you who are looking at dairy or ancillary units in dairy or confectionery or nutraceuticals should seriously consider setting up a unit in rural areas in Telangana. And the last revolution I'll talk about, the fifth one, is a yellow revolution. The oil palm revolution that is also going to unfold right in front of our eyes. In the next 5 years, you will see 20 lakh acres of oil palm being cultivated in Telangana. Edible oil dependence on other parts of the world is something that we want to do away with. So even oil palm is a huge opportunity for you to invest. Of course, the usual life sciences. You all know we are the vaccine capital of the world. We produce 9 billion doses of vaccines from Telangana. We are the vaccine capital not of India, but we are the vaccine capital of the world. And I also must remind you, especially since this is a forum of women leaders and women entrepreneurs, 2 women who are leading the vaccine revolution from Telangana are Mahima Datla and Suchitra Ella, and you all should take a lot of pride and you should walk in their footsteps as well. And the last thing I'll tell you, of course, is technology. I'm the Minister for Information Technology, and let me remind you that the cutting-edge opportunities in information technology, especially in the points of intersection where technology intersects with other sectors. Say, for instance, you want to do something in healthcare. There is the huge opportunity. Today, Novartis does their digital drug discovery from Hyderabad. They have 9,000 people working out of Hyderabad. It's their second largest campus in the world. Of course, we have the Googles, the Apples, the Amazons, the Metas, Ubers, Salesforce, Micron, Qualcomm, all of their second largest campuses here. But what's more impressive is the innovation ecosystem, the startup ecosystem. So those of you who want to be startup entrepreneurs, we have your V-Hub, which was an outcome, like Amitabh Kant mentioned, of the GES, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which Amitabh ji and we all had organized together. The outcome of that event was, we had announced on the last day that we will be setting up Women Entrepreneurs Hub, and today I'm proudly standing here and claiming V-Hub is one of its kind in the country, and no other state so far has been able to emulate it or copy it. But we can provide you access, we can provide you an opportunity to actually start exploring opportunities in the technology space as well. My humble request to Flow, to all the entrepreneurs here, and to all the business leaders and award winners here, please start thinking beyond Hyderabad. Please start thinking beyond our capital region. Because it is in your interest and also the state's interest to decongest this beautiful city of ours, to provide more local opportunities, to reduce attrition, to actually focus more on return on investment. So I wish the whole community of women entrepreneurs here all the very best. The state of Telangana stands with you as a partner, and we look forward to a very fruitful and a very long journey. Thank you very much. Jai Telangana.
Thank you, sir. All these policies have actually put all of us on the world map, the progressive policies of Telangana government. Thanks once again for these policies. I would now request Pallavi Valia Raj to take the proceedings further.
Excellence can be obtained when we care more than others think is wise, risk more than others think is safe, dream more than others think is practical, and expect more than others think is ever possible. And yes, as excellent entrepreneurs, You people have been working relentlessly to build a formidable and inspiring Telangana as well as India, and we salute and we honor your efforts every single moment, but yes, on this special day, more so. I'm your host with the most, Pallavi Valia Raj, and just in case you'd be wondering who I am, I thought I should introduce myself. Do I have your permission? Is that all right? Can I take a sentence to do that? Thank you very much. Well, I am a multi-award winning MC. I'm also a television host, having covered world events like the ICC Cricket World Cup and the Milan Fashion Week. I'm a TEDx speaker as well. And I'm also a charismatic communication coach who helps entrepreneurs, trainers, speakers, and coaches to really go from boring to electric in their communication. So that's a little bit about me. But now, shifting the focus back to you, I've always noticed that when we connect with each other, we really bring out the best in each other. So, well, these awards are definitely a recognition of all the hard work, the dedication, the vision of all the honorees, and their stories serve as an inspiration to each and every one of us every single day. They have definitely overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers, so many challenges to achieve success in their fields, and their accomplishments are a testament to their strength and determination. So let's take the next few moments to appreciate and reward these amazing women and definitely share in the celebration of their success. So we've categorized the awards under 7 heads, and we have one winner in each category. And in some categories, there is a tie, and therefore we will have joint winners. Now, in some categories where we do not have a winner, we may have a jury recognition. On this beautiful day, we'd definitely like to recognize the pioneering efforts and excellence of some of our industry leaders, stalwarts in these particular categories. So now I would like to request our chief guest, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, of course, our guest of honor, Shri Amitabh Kantji, and all our dignitaries present here to give away the first set of awards. And let's bring you our first category, ladies and gentlemen. If you are ready to applaud their efforts, here's our first category: education and learning development. And you and I both understand that education is an attribute and a potent source of learning and embellishes one's personality multifold. And it also scripts the destiny of our societies and our nation. So, education, according to a lot of people, isn't really the learning of facts. It is, in fact, the training of the mind to think. India occupies a very significant position in the global education sector and has one of the world's largest networks of institutions of higher learning. Wow. The education sector is expected to reach a whopping 225 billion US dollars by financial year 2025. I think we should give us a big round of applause in order to, we're moving towards achieving this feat. We are delighted to announce that in the education and learning development category, our stalwart is the founder director, Churek International, Ms. Ratna Reddy. Please put your hands together for Ms. Ajita Reddy, Hamstech India Limited, and from Mind Map Learning LLP, Ms. Shilpa Sabu. Wow, fantastic. We're both aware of what Hamstech India Limited and Mind Map Learning LLP have brought to the table. Kudos to these women. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's show them our love. Huge round of applause as each of them collect their award. Do give it up nice and loud for Ms. Shilpa Sabu, Mind Map Learning LLP. We also have a special jury recognition in this particular category, which goes to Ms. Ritika Agarwal of Yuka Games. Hearty congratulations. Yes, as she walks up to the stage, I know some of us are sitting slightly further away, so please put your hands together and applaud the efforts of Ms. Ritika Agarwal of Yuka Games. A job superbly done. Special jury recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time when we move on to our next category, which is healthcare and wellness. And we know, I would like to share this with you, that to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is definitely to have succeeded. Better health, physically, mentally, and emotionally, is central to happiness and well-being, and it also makes an important contribution to economic progress because healthy populations live longer and definitely are much, much more productive, and they save more as well. Now, healthcare has become one of India's largest sectors, both in terms of revenue and employment, and the India health and wellness market is expected to exhibit a compound annual growth rate of 5.45% during 2022-2027. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a huge growth rate by any margin, so please put your hands together for our stalwart in the healthcare and wellness category, Dr. Himachala, Director. Ladies and gentlemen, do put your hands together for Dr. Himachala. Our special jury recognition in this category goes to Ms. Lakshmi Suchitra Katuri of Essence Beauty Products. You know, there is a law in nature. You give, you get. You no give, you no get. So, well, if we would like to be appreciated for all the work that we're doing in our lives, I think we need to kind of appreciate the efforts of every single person who's walking up here on stage today, because they truly deserve it. And we have another special jury recognition which goes out to Ms. Sindhura Bora of Cleanse High. Let's give it up nice and loud for Ms. Sindhura Bora of Cleanse High. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's your cue to really put your hands together. We're extremely grateful to our chief guest for doing the honors, for our guest of honor for doing the honors as well, and our dignitaries as well. At this point in time, I would like to hand over for a bit to the Honorary Secretary, Ms. Gunjan Sindhi, who has actually been taking you through this entire evening before me. All yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Pallavi. Request Chairperson Flo N.Y. Flo to felicitate Mr. Gareth Wynne Owen, Deputy High Commissioner, United Kingdom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the energy needs to be higher. These are young women entrepreneurs from our state. If I don't hear an applause, I don't understand whether you are seeing them, acknowledging them or not. Tomorrow you will be here too.
Request Shri Rajat Kumar, Special Chief Secretary, Department of Irrigation. We can keep the claps rolling. Shri Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Industry and Commerce and IT. Can I have a big round of applause? Shri C.V. Anand, Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad. Inviting all past chairs of Flo N.Y. Flo to come up on the dais for a picture, please. Inviting Rani Reddy, Director, Marketing and Corporate Communications, Sakshi. inviting core and EC committee to please line up to have a picture with the dignitaries. Requesting Rani Reddy to please be on the dais. Felicitating Rani Reddy, Director Marketing and Corporate Affairs, Sakshi.
Thank you very, very much. Gunjan? Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear a huge round of applause for all these wonderful women who've constantly been serving and have been giving their very best to this particular an inclusive tech world, we need to really inspire and empower the next generation of female role models to pursue and develop their career in tech. and really become innovators, leaders, and entrepreneurs. Wow. I'm sure our stalwarts are leading the way. Thank you very much, Ms. Manisha Sabu, for all your efforts through the years. Definitely, we'd love to hear from you, ma'am.
Thank you, Flo, for the award, which is definitely an honor. But I want to thank Flo also for one very important aspect, which is on this stage today, two people from my family, two women from my family have got this award, Shilpa Sabu and myself. And we both want to give credit for this to my father-in-law, who always encouraged us to take the more responsibility and be equal to everybody else in the family. And my heartfelt thanks to him, Dr. R.M. Sabu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sabu, for sharing your thoughts. We have an award winner in this particular category from Modak Analytics, LLP, Ms. Aarti Joshi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are loads of us in this particular hall, and it should really be nice and loud. The applause that we hear should be super loud at this point in time. For this next one, we'd like to invite one of our eminent jury, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, IAS. Sir, please do join us up here on stage. It would be a pleasure. Thank you very much. And we have a very special felicitation of our consulting agency who've been our partners to evaluate, assess, and tabulate all the applications that we've received. Please do put your hands together for Messrs. Primus Partners. Do we have any representatives of Primus Partners here with us this evening? Please do join us up here on stage for this very special felicitation. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Shantini. Okay, we've got Ms. Charu and Ms. Shantini, if I got the name right, from Primus Partners here with us. Thank you very much for your efforts. Before we move on any further, I'm also going to request our eminent jury, Rajat Kumar and Ms. Rani Reddy, to please join us up here on stage. Thank you very much for being here with us this evening. This next category is textiles, jewelry, and fashion accessories. We look forward to Mr. Rajat Kumar and Ms. Rani Reddy. Thank you very much for joining us here on stage. I truly believe that style is a way to say who you are without even speaking a word. And yes, this particular industry is really going to go through the roof. At this point in time, let's celebrate and put our hands together for our stalwart in textiles, jewelry, and fashion accessories category, Ms. Beena Rao of Creative Bee. Indian textiles sector, it is actually one of the oldest industries in the Indian economy. And this particular sector is actually expected to be worth more than 209 billion US dollars by 2029. Wow. We have our award winners in this particular category: textiles, jewelry and fashion accessories. It's a tie, and therefore we have two winners from Akoya Jewelry LLP, Ms. Anukrit Jalan, and from House of Mansi, Ms. Mansi. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. And we applaud the efforts of our stalwart, Ms. Beena Rao of Creative Bee. Thank you very much for everything you've been doing. From Akoya Jewelry LLP, Ms. Jalan is right here on stage. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it nice and loud. And the tie happens to be with Ms. Mansi of House of Mansi. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, show us some spirit, because this evening really does belong to these women, of course, to all of us, to all of you. May I now request Ms. Abhilasha Bisht, IPS. Okay. All right, we're going to continue. I'm sorry, dignitaries, we're going to continue with you being here on stage and giving away the next set of awards as well, please. Agri and food processing. Agriculture, like they say, is the noblest of all alchemy. Now we have a stalwart in this particular category, and it is Sridevi Jasti of Holistic Chef Nutritionist of Vibrant Living Foods. Let's hear it nice and loud right now for Sridevi Jasti, ladies and gentlemen. She's a holistic chef, she's a nutritionist, and yes, agriculture does really do a lot for the earth, for the manure. We are thankful for all of these to actually turn into gold, whatever it is that we are growing, right? And we have an award winner in this category, Agri and Food Processing. Please help me welcome from Hanush Ram Enterprises, Ms. Kirti Yerineni. Social enterprise and philanthropy. And it is obviously said that when the private sector, government, social and philanthropic leaders apply innovative partnerships and technologies to address social challenges and build sustainable communities, the impact is multiplied beyond imagination. We have our stalwart in the social enterprise and philanthropy category, Ms. Meera Shenoy, social entrepreneur and founder, Youth for Jobs. Kudos, Ms. Meera Shenoy, for all the efforts that you've been putting in. We value your contribution. Let's hear it nice and loud, ladies and gentlemen, for Ms. Meera Shenoy. She's a social entrepreneur and founder of Youth for Jobs. Wow. We have a tie in this particular category as well. And the award here is shared by Ms. Sita from Mahatma Charitable Trust, and from Surendra Associates, Ms. Kunda Pratibha, Dr. Sita, thank you very much for your efforts. And we'd like to applaud the efforts of Ms. Pratibha Kunda as well. Fantastic job done indeed. She's the Managing Director of Surendra Puri, and this is just amazing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, social enterprise and philanthropy. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, show us and show them a lot of love, but a lot of power, because we're saying in our head, more power to you, ladies. Now, this next category is sustainability. It is actually the key to understanding the future. This one word, sustainability. And it is my honor to invite on stage the stalwart in this category, Ms. Kalpana Ramesh of Rainwater Project. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, do put your hands together. An amazing effort by Ms. Kalpana Ramesh. It's always a joy to talk about sustainability because, you know, here are the 3 E's: ecology, economy and equity, all of them in sustainability. And we have our award winner in this category from Urvi Sustainable Concepts Private Limited, Maya Vivek and Minal Dalmia. Let's hear it nice and loud for our award winners from Urvi Sustainable Concepts Private Limited, Maya Vivek and Minal Dalmia, ladies and gentlemen. All of you have been doing such amazing, amazing work. And now we've also initiated a Lifetime Achievement Award to a very accomplished entrepreneur. I'm sure, you know, when you hear the name, you are definitely going to applaud big time. The Managing Director of Apollo Hospitals Group, Ms. Sangeeta Reddy. And I'm requesting Dr. Nandini Ali, Chief Marketing Officer of Apollo, to please come and collect this award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, on behalf of Ms. Sangeeta Reddy. Unfortunately, she could not be with us here this evening. You know, like they always say that good business leaders create a vision. They articulate that vision and passionately own that vision and align their teams with their vision and then relentlessly drive it to completion. And that's exactly how an organization, a community and a country grow leaps and bounds. We are indeed grateful to all our entrepreneurs who didn't really ask what the world needs. Instead, they asked themselves, what is it that makes them come alive? And then they went out there and did what make them come alive. I thank all our dignitaries, and like I always keep saying, I'm your host with the most, Pallavi Valyaraj, and I would like right now to hand over the evening to Young Flow Secretary, who's also Pallavi, to felicitate our sponsors, because without our sponsors and their generous contribution, this evening would definitely not be possible. I thank from the bottom of my heart all our dignitaries, our chief guest, Honorable Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu. Thank you very much. Okay. So before KTR Garu gets off stage, I'm going to request all the award winners to kindly come up here on stage for one beautiful, awesome group picture. Requesting all the award winners